Hey guys, so I wanted to make a little bit of a longer video to give a more in-depth view of my macaroon process. Let me just say, some people call them macaroons, some people call them macarons. I've always called them macaroons, so that is what it is. So for the ingredients, I use 100 grams of egg whites, 90 grams of granulated sugar, 130 grams of almond flour, and 130 grams of powdered sugar. And so I sift the almond flour and powdered sugar together really well to get rid of all the clumps. And then I add my egg whites, and I add 3/4 of a teaspoon of cream of tartar, and then just a little bit of my granulated sugar at the beginning. And I whisk that until it gets nice and foamy. And then once it gets foamy enough, you want to slowly add in the rest of your granulated sugar. And then just whisk that until it gets to soft peaks. And at that point, you'd want to add in any coloring. I prefer powdered coloring because it seems to work better with the meringue and the batter. Other people also use gel coloring, which I used to use a lot. This particular batch, I was having an issue achieving the color that I wanted. I was trying to go for a light brown, and I don't have brown in powdered coloring, so I was trying to mix some colors, and I couldn't quite get to it, so I added in a little bit of brown gel coloring, and still couldn't quite achieve what I wanted, so I just had to work with what I got. And so once that reaches stiff peaks, you're ready to fold in the almond flour and powdered sugar mixture. And I do it in 2 separate batches. And then so in terms of folding, you just kind of want to do what I'm doing here. So you sort of scrape around the bowl and cut through the middle of the batter. And so you'll just sort of keep folding it onto itself. And do that until it reaches a very thick lava-like flow. Kind of like how you see right there. And then I use a regular round piping tip. And then I'll just find something to put my piping bag into and fill the batter in the bag. And at this point, I'll already have my pans ready with my silicone mats. And so I recommend silicone mats that have the printed circles on them, because otherwise it is kind of hard to get them all uniform in shape and size. And then you always definitely want to tap out your trays, either by smacking the bottoms with your hand like I do, or you can also kind of tap them on your countertop to get rid of any air bubbles. And so in this particular oven, excuse me, this is my Ninja countertop oven. And in it, I bake at 275 for 20 minutes. And in my regular oven, I bake at 300 for 13 minutes. And so here are the completed cookies, and I decided that I wanted to do a gold splatter on them. So I took a little bit of my gold luster dust and a few drops of lemon extract. And then I just sort of use a paintbrush and sort of splatter them with the gold luster. And it is kind of hard to see on camera, the gold spots, but I think you're able to see it better at the end. And then once you get done with that, you just want to let the tops dry. And now here I'm making the filling. I'm taking a little bit of my vanilla buttercream and mixing in a little bit of cream cheese, just to make a nice cream cheese buttercream filling. And then you can use whichever piping tip you'd like here to fill them with. And then here I'm just filling and sandwiching the cookies together. And I hope that this video was a little bit more in depth and explained anything that needed to be explained better. And here is the finished product.